You had a bad day, you're down $500 or $5,000 or whatever number hurts for you, and you can't stop thinking about it. You're angry, you're frustrated, you're wondering if you're cut out for this. You're questioning everything. I've been there, 30 years in this game, and I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you. Your daily P&L does not matter. Hi, I'm Oli, and I'm going today to introduce you to a concept that changed how I think about trading, and I call it the Zen trade concept. It's a mental framework that helps you focus on what actually matters, your process and your expected value. And forget about what doesn't, your daily results. This is not some motivational fluff. This is how you survive this game long term without burning out, without quitting, without destroying yourself emotionally every time you have a losing day. So let's get into it. Let me describe what happens to most traders. You wake up, you trade, at the end of the day, you check your P&L. Green, you feel great, you feel good, you're a winner. You're on top of the world. Red, you feel terrible, you're a failure, you're questioning everything. And here's the problem. That emotional reaction has nothing to do with whether you actually traded well. Let me give you an example. You're down $500 on the day. You feel terrible. What if I told you the market was extremely difficult on that day? What if I told you that it was choppy, it was trappy? Most traders out there lost money. Some lost very big. You only lost $500. You managed your risk perfectly. You didn't overtrade. You followed your rules. You actually traded really well. But you don't feel that way because you focus on that number. Or the opposite. You made $500 and then you feel great, but it was one of these biggest trading days of the year. Most of your mates, most of your traders, they made $10,000 or more. You made $500 because you were too scared to size up. You cut your winners too early. You left money on the table. You didn't trade well, but you feel good because the number is positive. And this is the problem with P&L obsession. It doesn't tell you if you traded well. It only tells you the outcome. And in a probabilistic game like trading, the outcome on any given day is just noise. It's meaningless. And here's the worst part. The better you get, the bigger your losing days are going to become. Ask any top traders. They will tell you their biggest red days are massive because they're trading size. They're taking real risk. That doesn't mean they're doing something wrong. It's just part of the game. It is math. The bigger their account, the bigger their P&L swings. So if you judge yourself by daily P&L, you will never make it. So what's the alternative? The Zen trade concept. Imagine a chart. On the y-axis, you have your daily expected value. On the x-axis, you have time. Now imagine a little Zen version of yourself sitting under their chart. Every day your goal is to move it higher. Not your P&L. Your expected value. And expected value is over time, over many trades, what is your average outcome? If you trade perfectly, if you follow your rules, if you manage your risk, if you take the right setups but you lose money, that day your expected value will still went up. If you trade terribly, you overtrade, you ignore your rules, you revenge trade, but you make money, your expected value went down. This is how you need to think. Not day to day, but over weeks, months, years. And I know it's very difficult to think like that and project yourself in the future, but let me tell you that when I started trading, maybe my expected value was negative because I was learning, I was making mistakes. My Zen attitude was below zero. But every day I tried to get a little better. I moved towards the Zen attitude slowly. Eventually I reached break even. My Zen crossed zero. Now, on average, I wasn't losing money. Then I kept improving. My Zen kept moving up and I became consistently profitable. Not every day, but on average. This is the most important mindset shift. Stop asking, did I make money today? Start asking yourself, did I follow my process? Did I increase my expected value today? Did I learn something? Did I fix a mistake? Did I get better? And if yes, your Zen moved up, even if you lost money. Now, here's the part most traders don't understand. Losing days, especially big losing days, are actually quite good for you. And I know I sound like a schmuck saying that, but hear me out. When you have a big losing day, the market is revealing a flaw in your system, a weakness in your trading. Maybe you're over trading. Maybe you're not managing risk properly. Maybe you're chasing too much. Maybe you're holding losers too long. The market just showed you for free. Now, you can fix it. You can adjust. You can improve. That's how you move your Zen higher. Let me give you a real example from my career. Early on, I would overtrade on choppy days. I'd take 10, 20 trades trying to force something. I would have these days where I'd lose thousands of dollars on commissions and small cuts, and I really hated it. But those days taught me to be selective, to wait for my setup, to recognize when the market wasn't offering me anything. Once I fixed that, my expected value shot up, my Zen moved higher. So when you have a bad day, don't just feel bad. Ask yourself, what did I learn? What can I fix? That's how you turn the loss into growth. That's how you increase your expected value. And here's the beauty of this mindset. It removes the emotional pain. You stop feeling like a failure when you lose because you know you're improving. You know your Zen is moving up. You stop obsessing over a number, but you focus on the process. Now, there's a concept in performance psychology. Control what you can control. You can't control the market. You can't control if you win or lose on any given day. You can't control if this week is going to be good or bad. But you can control whether you follow your rules, whether you manage your risk, whether you take your A-plus setups, whether you learn from your mistakes, and whether you show up every single day no matter what. That's it. That's what you control. And here's the thing. If you do those things consistently, the result will take care of themselves. Over time, your expected value increases, your Zen moves up, and the P&L follows. This isn't just about trading. It's about mental health. It's about sustainability. If you judge yourself by daily P&L, you're simply setting yourself up for an emotional roller coaster. Every day becomes make or break. Every loss feels like the end of the world, and that's not sustainable. You will burn out, you will quit, or worse, you'll blow up trying to force things out. But if you judge yourself by whether you improved your expected value, every day then is a win, even the losing days. Because you're getting better, you're moving the Zen up, you're building a career. Think about it this way. Your lifetime P&L is just two variables. One, your average daily expected value, and two, the number of days you can trade. So try to focus on increasing that first variable every single day, and then trade for as long as you can. That's how you build wealth in this game. Not by trying to win every day, but by improving yourself every single day. So here's what we covered. One, daily P&L doesn't tell you if you traded well, it only tells you the outcome. And in the probabilistic game, daily outcome is just noise. Two, the Zen trade concept. Focus on increasing your expected value every day. Move the Zen up, not your P&L. Three, losing days are learning opportunities. They reveal flaws in your system, fix them, and your expected value increases. Four, control what you can control. You cannot control results, but you can control process. If you control the process, the results follow. I've been involved in markets for 30 years, and I'm telling you, the traders who survive are the ones who don't obsess over their daily P&L. They obsess over getting better every single day. So stop judging yourself by whether you're green or red. Start judging yourself by whether you improved. Did you follow your rules? Did you learn something? Did you move the Zen up? If yes, you won the day, even if you lost money. That's how you build a trading career. That's how you survive. That's how you become a professional. You focus on the Zen trade. The rest takes care of itself. I'll see you in the next one.